One of the things that's been so helpful to me in learning to walk the talk and live the love, which believe me, I'm still learning to do every single minute of every single day. But one of the things that's been really helpful to me is to look at that feeling of wanting and craving. So right now it's very popular in spiritual circles to talk about manifesting and trying to manifest that stuff and manifest the good thing and manifest the sweetheart, the home, the job, the money, the career, all of these things, trying to make it happen and manifest that stuff so that we can be happy and we can be successful. Now, when you really decide that you're going to live a truly spiritual and awakened life, the first thing that you really discover is that all that wanting and all that craving and trying to manifest all that stuff is a huge distraction from your relationship with the divine. So it's pretty radical, but it's really powerful. So if you decide that the thing that you're most interested in is peace of mind, if what you're most interested in is feeling harmonious and feeling prosperous, feeling abundant, feeling that you are really living the love and walking the talk, then it's essential to give up the wanting and the craving and thinking that you need that stuff in order to be happy. So as long as you think that manifesting a bunch of stuff is what's going to make you happy, then you're pursuing something that is really taking you away from your connection with the divine. Of course, along that path, you will discover so much about the divine. But the thing that you'll discover most is that all of that stuff can't make you happy. Now, Gary Renard's a friend of mine, and I've heard him say many times that people think, or they're aware, that money can't buy them happiness, but they just want to be absolutely sure. So they keep pursuing the money thinking, I'm going to find out if that money can really make me happy or not. And I can relate to that. I remember particularly years ago when I would make lists of the things that I wanted. And I was interested in learning how to manifest stuff. What I decided I wanted to be was a master manifester. And I had this idea that if I could be a master manifester, then that would be evidence of my spiritual connection and that my mind was really in league with the infinite. And what I realize now is that if I can be happy and content and peaceful and harmonious with what is, and keep opening my mind to what true prosperity is, what true abundance is, what true love is, and true peace and true harmony is, then the things that are necessary for me in my daily life, the things that light me up and make me happy, naturally find their way into my experience. And that is an amazing thing, because I notice it every single day, that wonderful things manifest. They come to me. People actually just out of the blue give them to me. And one of the things I've learned to do over the years is literally to financially provide by being open to receiving the gifts that people give me. So literally I survive financially because people are generous with me and they give to me in gratitude for what they're receiving and they're sharing. So when we can all move into that place of sharing and giving from the overflow in our life, then we realize that we really are provided for. So right here, there are a lot of birds around here and hummingbirds and wonderful things, and they're provided for. They're provided for. The teaching in the Bible that's so prosperous that Jesus gave us is that in every moment, the divine is always awake and aware to every single thing, every hair on your head, every blade of grass, every worm, every creepy, crawly thing, everything is being provided for. And you too can be provided for when you open your heart and you open your mind. But, and what is essential to that is giving up the wanting, wanting, wanting. So I'm inviting you to begin to look at all throughout your day, are you using the word want? I want this. I need that. Because if you're wanting, then you're affirming to the universe. You're using the power of your mind and the power of your word to declare that you do not have. Every time you say, I want and I need, you are declaring that you do not have. And the thing is the kingdom really is pre-installed. And when you recognize that the kingdom is pre-installed and the king in the kingdom is love, and you are a being of love, and that you already have the ability to love fully, then you realize that everything is being added unto you. All of your needs are being met by the divine. So it takes a letting go of figuring out how it's going to happen and moving into that space of willingness. So just beginning to recognize that every time you say you want something or you need something, then you're saying that you don't already have within you that which is necessary to call it forth. And that somehow not having what you need and what you want is this life of lack, this life of limitation. We're not born to live in lack and limitation. So do you really, really, really want to manifest more than you need? Or would you be willing to recognize that all else will be added unto you, more than you could ever possibly imagine? If you're willing to affirm that it's here, it's already here. It's not out there. You're not trying to get it, and you're not giving and sharing your gifts and talents in the world in order to get something, but you're literally giving because you already have, and you know it. You know it. And the greatest, deepest desire of your heart is to share from that overflow. It's radical. It's radical. It's not what's being taught in the world. It's not being taught that this is smart or this is wise. But the truth of the matter is it's ancient wisdom, and it works. So if you've been trying to manifest stuff and trying to work it to make the stuff happen, and you're not feeling elated and joyful and filled with grace and ease, just try it for 1 week, just 7 days. Try giving up the wanting, giving up the needing, and instead look to see what you already have within the kingdom here that you can share with others. Shifts your focus, shifts your energy, and it is the teaching of true abundance. This is your inheritance. Why settle for anything less? It works. That's walking the talk. That's living the love. It is amazing. It's beautiful. And it really is harmonious. Give it a try. Give it a try. 1 week, 7 days. Let me know how you do. Thanks. If you like this video, please let me know. Hit the like button. Make a comment. Share at Facebook. I love you. Thank you.